All right, Wilson, let's do some news here. It is 6:26, downtown Billings, 42 degrees. Going to be a nice day today. 56 on tap for us this afternoon as we look at First News. It's fair, it's accurate. You get the damn truth. Well, it is official now. Republicans have won enough seats to control the House, completing the party's clean sweep of power across the USA during the last election. They'll hold the U.S. government power alongside President Donald Trump. A victory in Arizona, alongside a win in slow-counting California, gave the GOP the 200 House seats that they need for the majority. Republicans already have control of the Senate. They fought back and gained that from the Democrats. Republican leaders now envisioning the mandate that the voters have sent to them to upend the government and make America better. Donald Trump had picked Matt Gaetz to be the new Attorney General. People are already taking shots at him. Trump's selection is putting Gaetz in place, who has been a critic of government and all these phony investigations. He has a little laundry behind himself, so his confirmation could be one of the tougher ones to get through. China watchers, they know Marco Rubio in foreign policy. He is President-elect Donald Trump's pick to be Secretary of State. He also has picked Representative Mike Waltz, to be his national security advisor. The two men are conventional conservatives, as they will be tough on Russia, China, NATO, among other issues, and that's what Trump's looking for. Tough people that are willing to put American first. After a campaign that also talked about anti-transgender themes, President Trump's administration will be able to start work on major changes to try to once again protect women and all the accomplishments that Title IX has made for them over the last 20, 30 years. When it comes to school policies on students, pronouns, bathrooms, locker rooms. Once again, Trump will be battling for the women and their protections from that landmark sex discrimination law that originally passed, by the way, in 1972. That established all these rights for women. Now we have seen them eviscerated over the last few years under the Biden-Harris administration and the protections that came with it. Senator John Thune has won election among Republican senators. He will now become the chamber's next majority leader. He will be a key partner of the president on Capitol Hill. He beat out two other competitors yesterday, John Cornyn and Rick Scott, by gaining the majority. The first time they voted, Rick Scott was eliminated, and then you vote again, and you have to get the majority, and Thune beat Cornyn 29-24, as he will now take over for Mitch McConnell, who will be retiring after his term expires. The House, now that we have the House, Mike Johnson won the Republican nomination to remain as our House Speaker. He will keep track of the gavel. Got an endorsement from President Trump ahead of the full House vote. Johnson really had no serious challenger going into that election. Ukrainian soldiers on the front line are now informed about the election of Donald Trump and what changes he could possibly bring to their lives, as they have been supported overwhelmingly with money and billions of dollars and hardware from the Biden-Harris administration. Between now and Trump's January 20th inauguration, the Biden administration has doubled down. They're going to send as much aid as they can into Ukraine, costing you, the taxpayer, billions upon billions of dollars. No doubt all that aid and weaponry will lead to more deaths among Ukrainian civilians, Ukrainian soldiers, and Russia forces as well. Trump has vowed to end that conflict as soon as he can. Remote fishing town on the edge of Peru's coastal desert has now been targeted by China to build a new port for what they said is their shipping giant, COSCO. Chinese President Xi Jinping will inaugurate the port during a big forum in Peru. It will have 15 quays, large industrial park, $3.5 billion investment there to build that huge port, a port of which Chinese companies can bring in their goods, and also a port which Chinese company can take back the very, very important minerals that they have down in South America that China may need for future endeavors. Anyway, they're going to invest a lot of money there. There's a human rights watch group out there that wants to go ahead with war crimes against Israel, saying they're committing crimes against humanity. Now, no charges have been brought against Hamas, Hezbollah, Al-Qaeda for all of their crimes on humanity over the last 30 years, but they're going after Israel. Israel, of course, was blatantly attacked by the terrorist groups and continued to do the dirty work for the rest of the world, strategically pinpointing their targets, trying to wipe them out. They have gained a big ally with President Trump now that he has won election. There's a federal judge out in California. He's ordered Oakland to stop using San Francisco Bay Oakland International Airport as their new name, while a lawsuit by the city of San Francisco takes hold because of a copyright infringement. They said, city of San Francisco, we have the right to the name San Francisco, and you can't use it in your airport. What a bunch of phony... Can you believe that?
Excuse me, that's our word.
It's an airport name, for gosh sakes. Well, you can't use... they talked to Don Henley.
Uh-huh.
Don Henley said, look, I own Hotel California, so you might as well own San Francisco. So Rice Aroni and all the rest of them now are all in trouble, Wilson. They are 49ers. Can't use it. We own it. You believe that? If I was judge and that person brought that case to me.
We're well aware.
God, Wilson. People in the news, mixed martial arts star Conor McGregor testified the sex he had with a woman that's suing him, it was all consensual. He said it's nothing but lies, testified in Dublin. Said it's just a full-blown lie among many lies that this woman has spread. She said that he raped her and battered her in a penthouse in December of 2018 as that trial continues. Nathan Chasinghorse in the news, former Dancing with Wolves actor, standing trial. Major development in his sexual abuse case after more than a year in stalled court proceedings. He's pleaded not guilty to 21 felonies, charging him with abusing Indigenous women and girls. Prosecutors now moving forward with their case against Chasinghorse. Fed Chairman Jerome Powell's in the news. He said he's not going to leave even if President Trump fires him. I don't know how he's going to pull that off. Jerome Powell has tersely denied that Trump has the legal authority to get rid of him. The president has acknowledged he would consider doing it during his first term. Powell said he's not going to resign if Trump asks him to. You know, Trump chose Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk to run the new DOGE committee that will be looking into efficiency in America. That has a lot of the bureaucrats shaking in their boots because they know about the waste. Musk said he believes they can find maybe $1 to $2 trillion of waste in our government right now. Waste that you and I and everybody listening, we're all paying for that. Bloat, excessive people working, excessive bureaucracies. And Elon Musk has said that they are going to incorporate AI to be able to weed it out. Artificial intelligence will be used to clean up our government and make it more efficient. We told you social media platform Blue Sky is now growing. Gained another million users last week, 15 million since the first part of the year. Former Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey started that. New place, new platform. Share your thoughts, engage with others online. There's a class action lawsuit accusing NVIDIA of misleading investors on their computer chips and cryptocurrency. Judge heard arguments on that yesterday. NVIDIA is worth over $3 trillion on the S&P exchange. Speaking of which, yesterday, shares bounced back and forth for a while. S&P 500 was up yesterday. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was also up yesterday. Got the numbers for you here. S&P only up a point, but the Dow was up 47. NASDAQ, though, fell. That's that tech industry composite, down 50 points yesterday. Bitcoin was trading at $91,000. Crude oil shed 9 cents, down to $68.34 per barrel. As soon as the Trump administration gets in and people start really picking up our energy industry here, you watch, he will fill our strategic oil reserves again that was depleted so low by the Biden Harris administration. Shares opened higher this morning in Europe, falling in Asia a little bit, but so far in Europe they're up. The Nikkei was down. South Korea's was up. Australia's index also up early this morning as the stock market has been rallying ever since that election day. They feel that it's going to be good for business here in the next couple months. I see there was a man down in Wyoming, down in Powell, young Michigan man, that allegedly poached 9 mule deer down in Cody. That's bad enough. But the bad part is he also killed a cow last year, 20-year-old Josh Wehauer. He was already facing 18 misdemeanor counts, but when he killed the cow, since the value of cows are up now and the cow's worth over $1,000, that makes it a felony.
Oh,
and
my God.
Wyoming, you kill a cow down there, you hang.
The way it was meant to be.
He's lucky that those officials caught him and not the people who had the cow. But, cows worth $2,000 now or so that makes it a felony. So he's in bigger doo-doo than he thought. And what else here do we have here today? Sake is now getting more and more popular. There's some breweries over there in Japan, some of them that were founded back in the 1700s, and they are now sake brewing, and they hope that it will make its way into the popular drink of choice like it is in Japan. The biggest destinations now for sake exports are the U.S. and China, and officials think there's a lot of room for growth. Sake exports from Japan now about $265 million a year in the U.S. and China. That's up from where it used to be. What's key to sake making? 2 months. It includes fermentation and pressing of the rice and the water. And it's growing in popularity over here in the United States. So people are having sake parties and everything else now like they're having other parties, like wine parties and stuff. For those of you north of town, sakes aren't something that you put on your feet to keep them warm in the wintertime, all right? That's a different kind of party. We'll explain it to you later. Cat Country News Time is 6:41. Sports and weather coming up. Kind of froze up a little on you there, huh?
Try this.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We are approaching the airport. We're going to have to do a flyby. Our landing gear does not seem to be coming down at this point.
Well, I can't make it play. Well, that's going to be a deal.
If we can't make anything up there play?
Yeah.
Can you not? Oh, we got that to play.
Button bar.
Oh. Yeah, we'll just do some sports later while Mark tries to figure out this board, folks.
Oh, no.
So I see Popovich had a stroke, huh?
Yeah.
From the San Antonio Spurs, but he had it a while ago. But he's recovering. Well, 56 degrees today, folks. This could be the warmest day. In fact, you know what? This might be the last warmest day of the year.
Yeah.
56, the way the extended forecast looks. But today, partly sunny skies. 56 degrees today. We'll see some sunshine out of this deal. Winds southwesterly, 10 to 20 miles an hour. Friday, we're going to cool off 46 degrees. And then Friday night into Saturday morning, we got a chance of some snow. Rain and snow in the evening time. Chance of precip that night, about 70% Friday into Saturday. Saturday, we have partly sunny, 44. Sunday, partly sunny and 48. Next week's the one we're watching. Next Friday is Flakesgiving Day in Metro Park. And Saturday is the day we hand the meals out. But Friday, 43, partly sunny. Saturday, 42. Partly sunny, so that's not bad. Currently in Billings, we have 42 degrees out there right now at 6:43, and that's what's happening.
Hold on, I got to turn this down.
We now go back to our pilot, Mark Wilson, who is landing this airplane.
Well, I'm going to log out and log back in, but I'm not promising anything.
All right, thanks for tuning into the Cat.